Love, as they say, is in the air, and Hollywood has made trillions of dollars because of it. There's just something about watching two people become completely obsessed with each other that audiences find satisfying. But we aren't the only ones who feel it, and sometimes the chemistry on screen appears real because it is. These are 10 famous actors who hooked up with their co-stars. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes. In 2012's The Place Beyond the Pines, the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes is so prevalent it's bound to steam up the inside of your screen. Director Derek Cianfrance tells the gritty story of a man dead set on providing for his family. After learning about the birth of his son, Gosling quits the carnival and gets himself a big boy job as a bank robber. It just so happens he's one hell of a driver, so it was the natural choice. In addition to in the movie, Gosling and Mendes are a couple in real life, and even have 2 kids. Heath Ledger and Michelle Williams. Brokeback Mountain did a lot of things for cinema, and it focused viewers' attention on the topic of love. The cast was stacked with talented young actors, and because director Ang Lee was behind the camera, it's also beautiful. The movie won 3 Oscars, and 3 of the lead actors, including Heath Ledger and Michelle Williams, were nominated for their work in it. This film is where the 2 actors began their relationship. The couple were together from 2004 to 2007, and their daughter Matilda was born in 2005. Kit Harington and Rose Leslie. Jon Snow has been causing quite a stir these days, and is quickly turning into the most talked about character in Game of Thrones. And if you're keeping up with the show, you know it's for a good reason. But more than a few fans lost their collective shit when his lady love Ygritte was killed off by the ruthless and cold-hearted George R.R. Martin, a man who's famous for destroying everything you love. There's one thing he can't kill though, and that's love. Kit Harington and Rose Leslie have been dating for real on and off since meeting on set. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Tom Cruise may be known for his couch-jumping Oprah stunt in which he loudly declared his love for Katie Holmes. But back in 1990, it was love at first sight between him and leading lady Nicole Kidman. The two met while filming Days of Thunder, in which Cruise plays a young stock car driver with a big dream, and Kidman is a girl with some big hair. The two fell head over heels and got married that same year. They were a couple until 2001, and even did a few more movies together along the way. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. When Andrew Garfield described meeting Emma Stone for the first time in 2011, he said it was like diving into whitewater rapids and having no desire to hang on to the side, which is just about the cutest thing we've ever heard. The two began dating while working on The Amazing Spider-Man and stayed together for 4 years. It's a good thing the two liked each other, since the movie had a pretty intense promotional schedule that saw them spending every single day in close proximity for months. And despite their breakup in 2015, they remain friends. Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan. Before he was Magic Mike, Channing Tatum was dancing up a storm in a little movie called Step Up. In the wake of some poor decisions, his character Tyler ends up at a performing arts school. A troublemaker with a checkered past and a passion for dance, Tyler soon finds himself in love with a student named Nora. And just as Tyler had a thing for Nora, Tatum was falling in love for real with the girl who played her, Jenna Dewan. But now you might know her as Jenna Dewan Tatum. The two have been together for 10 years and married in 2013. There are entire blogs dedicated to the idea of relationship goals, and these two always make the list. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Brangelina is a certified Hollywood power couple, but it hasn't always been rainbows and sunshine. The tale of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's romance actually started off a little rocky. The actors met while working on the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and the rumor mill began to churn. Pitt was in a relationship with Jennifer Aniston at the time, and it didn't take long for rumblings of infidelity to start. Shortly after the actor separated from Aniston, he began a relationship with his Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-star, and that was huge news at the time. The couple is now known for their human rights advocacy work, have 6 children, and got married in 2014. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Opening to largely negative reviews, 2011's Green Lantern was panned by audiences for its liberal use of CGI, especially when it came to the main character's suit. But all was not lost, and one really great thing happened as a result: the real-life romance of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Sure, there was some time in between those events, but it's the end result we're interested in. Both on-screen and off, the two make a really great team, which is a good thing since the two had their first child in December of 2014. Justin Theroux and Jennifer Aniston. For a while there, Jennifer Aniston could not catch a break. All eyes have seemingly been on her romantic life since Friends took over television in the 90s. The actress has gone through more public breakups than anyone should ever have to endure. After her divorce from Brad Pitt in 2005, the airwaves exploded with controversy. For a long time, everyone had an opinion on who the starlet should and should not be dating. But after meeting Justin Theroux, the two became fast friends. And after a few years of knowing each other, the two were married in 2015. Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell. When two genuinely nice people get together, we can't help but cheer. And in 2007, Dax Shepard found Kristen Bell. The two hilarious blondes met and fell in love, despite viewing themselves as complete opposites. But their adoration for one another is so obvious, especially on the red carpet. They're always laughing and are constantly gushing about each other in interviews. Shepard and Bell are that couple that are so cute it physically hurts. Technically, they didn't meet on set, but they have worked together on more than one occasion. The couple have 2 kids together and got married in 2013. What do you think of our list? Did we miss any of your favorite actors who hooked up with their co-stars? Tell us about them in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.